an individual by the name of Pharaoh, a Jersey Yoshi who, in my opinion, is only just leveling up. You're going to see a lot of them when it comes to offline as well. But they all look up, bow at the altar of Suarez, who is considered to be the top Yoshi in the world for quite some time. The only Yoshi, in fact, on the original PGR. 49th on that list, and certainly one of the people that made Long Island known as Jurassic Park. And now, NerdCedric, the Kirby, is going to have to combat this. The OG Yoshi on small battlefield.
Yeah, because who's how many Yoshis are on PG2? I know we got Ron, the absolute legend.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Suarez did start struggling during PGR2, but again, we didn't really know what to attribute that to. Yeah, there were a few Yoshis on PGR2, however. What a follow-up, though! Suarez coming back with a vengeance, and that is how you want to kick off 2021 in quite the literal sense, Skip.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's some great stuff. Wow, these back airs that they've been landing into to up tilts or forward tilts, I forget which one's which. They kind of look very similar. But yeah, it's been fantastic, man. Suarez has been putting on some good pressure here. And this is something that's kind of interesting is like both of these characters are kind of similar to the fact that they're a little floaty, you know, they can move around in the air a lot. But they both got these big hitboxes that just kind of reach out from their bodies in general. Like Yoshi has got his tail. His tail seems to stretch forever sometimes. And Kirby's legs, they also seem to stretch out too. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these two combat each other with their hitboxes. The dash attack not quite gonna take that stock right there. And Suarez is gonna make his way to safety on the stage. See if you can find a way to turn this around here real quick. Take the stock. All right, good there.
Easier said than done. Yoshi, quite the heavy lad, sitting at 131. The fact that you're able to control yourself in the air so well certainly helps. However, NerdCedric getting a good read on that up smash as Suarez gets caught holding in just a little too far and will suffer the stock loss for it. However, in quite the manageable position, I would say it's downright good, Skiff. Back air.
Okay. NerdCedric using the down B to kind of get below the stage a little bit, try to have a bit of a safer approach to the stage. Sometimes you want to approach from lower, especially depends on the character you're fighting. Yoshi can be a problem if you recover low, but much more problem if you're recovering high, because again, you got those eggs, he can arc those at different angles, and he's just got a lot of air mobility. He can move up a lot. Oh my!
Or you can just sit on him.
Yeah, honestly, Cedric was looking for a little bit of a combo there, and Suarez just said, "You're done." Pressing the down B, getting the ground pound, finding a way to take that second stock, and sitting pretty right now.
Absolutely blew the spot, man. NerdCedric just getting taken to task by this Yoshi, and yeah, this is the blue Yoshi that we have come to know and I would say love in Tri-State, though certainly his opponents definitely have other words with which they could describe that sentiment that I am trying to get at.
Are you trying to tell me that Tri-State is a very competitive region where people are very passionate about this game?
I mean, I guess that is what you could say that I was alluding to, for sure. But regardless of that, Suarez certainly showing the competitive part, catches the forward air, but it winds up being a trade and maybe not catching all of it. Looking for the back air to finish it off. NerdCedric wisely goes low. But yeah, you're hitting that shield of Yoshi's just a little bit too much and not really enough shield pressure to try to get the poke. So you're going to have to rely on Suarez holding in. Now Suarez gets to dictate the pace of the match as much as they could possibly want, and you better believe they're going to do so with that up B.
Yeah, they got to be...
Oh, and a down B to finish it off!
That's crazy, man. Cedric was just trying to play a little bit patient there, and like honestly, they could have made a good comeback. They had the opportunity in the opening to do so, but they tried. What happened is they let go of the ledge, and then they hop right back onto the ledge. Obviously, lose your invincibility there, and they felt like the best option at that point was for the final cutter. They were hoping to just push Suarez away from the ledge just a little bit, but Suarez was ready for it, getting that ground pound to close out that stock. That was crazy, man. It's a brave option.
Yeah, what else is there to say, though? I mean, NerdCedric, it's not even like they were playing that game particularly poorly, but it really does come down to Suarez being, just putting on a masterclass of how to play this character. There's only so much that you can do at a certain point against someone with the experience in the tournament miles that Suarez has. And it may well be the difference between someone like Suarez and an individual like Pharaoh, who has come into their own on Wi-Fi and certainly has participated in enough tournaments to be qualified as a decent all-around player. But I mean, it really just comes down to experience, and Suarez has that in spades. NerdCedric might not have as much as Suarez does.
I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens, because Cedric's not playing necessarily bad, but I think it just really kind of comes down to, like you mentioned, that Suarez is an absolute monster, just an absolute machine of a player, and is just doing top player things. So I mean, because again, Cedric got him down to down to his final stock, right? So obviously Cedric is doing something right. And especially when you kind of take into consideration that they're playing Kirby. I mean, Kirby's not among the best characters. I don't think the character's bad, but oh, wow, what a big, meaty hit right there. But, yeah, it's just kind of getting your game plan into motion here. Oh, what a tough spot at the end.
Oh, man. All of this to qualify for top 64, the paths that they have taken to get here along the way. NerdCedric has not dropped a single game up to that point. No shame in dropping a game to Suarez. Let's make that perfectly clear. However, you certainly would not want to be brought down to loser's side as a result of this.
Cedric's doing a fantastic job so far, too. Oh, man. We're going to see a stock right here, and the up throw landing on the platform, too, and getting a little bit of a taunt, a little bit of a dancing back and forth. But, yeah, wow. NerdCedric has been doing a fantastic job in this game, too. It looks like they've been making a lot of good adaptations here, because they are just putting on some damage. Look at this. Oh. Let's see if Suarez can answer back.
That's a NerdCedric, though. This is the upper hand that they needed, and Suarez does in fact answer back, hanging out just a little too long on the ledge, and that's getting cute. And it's not like it was a bad idea necessarily by NerdCedric, but yeah, you're hanging out just a little bit too long. If you re-grab, Suarez is the exact kind of player that makes you pay for that. Such a transgression.
Let's see what the options are right now. Man, Cedric's doing a very fantastic job of actually spacing out a lot of their moves, not letting Suarez get too much going. Oh, you got to be careful. You got to make sure you stay on top of that, because as soon as you slip up, like you mentioned, Suarez will make you pay for it. And there we go. We got the Yoshi Kirby in play. Let's see if he can find a way to make this work in his favor.
I mean, you really have no choice at this point. A very even keel for this game number 2. In fact, NerdCedric gets dunked on, and you hung out on the ledge a little bit too long. What else can Suarez do but deliver a gashing headbutt?
Yeah, man, that was one hell of a play. And you pointed it out earlier, too. You got to stop grabbing that ledge. You're losing your invincibility. And like you said, Suarez is going to make you pay for it. And what a way to make him pay by just taking a whole stock there. After a great start from NerdCedric, Suarez is in the driver's seat of this game, too. Nice little trade right there, but not going to be enough to take that stock.
But more than happy to just pop them up, cause those little moments of discomfort on the platform, and that is just Suarez, the baseball fan that they are. You have a ball on a tee. What else can they do but swing away? NerdCedric trying to get themselves back into this thing. However, he pokes the shield and gets you up and out. That tail muscle of Yoshi has so much power just stored inside of it. Suarez using every